by saying how important it is that we are here. We are here to honor the 17 victims killed in the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. We are here to stand in solidarity with the students around the country who have said enough. We are here to bring Walpole High School closer together. We are here because we also say enough. This past January, the speech and debate team had the opportunity to compete alongside students from Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. We were able to witness firsthand the spirit these students have, which has carried them through this tragedy with dignity and commanded respect from throughout the nation. We stand here today in solidarity with those students and students from every school which has fallen victim to gun violence. Enough is enough. We stand here today for the 17 victims of the Parkland shooting. Alyssa Alhadeff, Scott Bagel, Martin Duque Anguino, Nicholas Dwarrett, Aaron Feiss, Jamie Gutenberg, Chris Hickson, Luke Hoyer, Carol Loughran, Gina Montalto, Joaquin Oliver, Elena Petty, Meadow Pollack, Helena Ramsey, Alex Schachter, Carmen Schentrup, and Peter Wang. Please join me in a moment of silence for these victims.
In response to the Parkland shooting, a student wrote a letter I want to share. She said, "Perhaps the best way to honor the fallen 17 is for each of us to commit 17 acts of kindness. Smile to 17 different people. Carry books for a friend to class. Hold the door open for someone. Say hello to 17 people you normally wouldn't talk to. Be a friend to someone who needs a friend. Right here, right now in this place, the best way we can honor those lost and make our school a better place is to support each other. Be kind and show it." This letter reminds me of a conversation I had back in November. I was at the Special Olympics bocce tournament when a woman approached me with her son, who was a unified athlete that day. She said to me, I'll never forget it, she said, "You kids could be anywhere on this Sunday, but you are here. It is so nice to see a generation that cares about people like my son. Thank you for your kindness." I often think about that moment. She called us a generation that cared. Let's not be a generation characterized by violence or polarized politics. Let's be a generation that recovers from these tragedies by coming together. We may just be a couple hundred students in a school in Massachusetts, but change is not bigger than us. There are things we can fix here. We can be kinder to people here. We can support each other here. I want to be a part of a generation of kindness. We can do that now. When the three of us, plus Ellen, sat down to map out the logistics of this walkout, we knew we wanted to do something to make these 17 minutes as meaningful as they could be. We reflected on the lives that were lost in Parkland and how we could honor them by creating a kinder culture at our school. We would now like to take steps towards this kinder environment by reaching out to each other. There is probably someone in your life that means the world to you, a friend, a parent, a grandparent, a sibling, someone standing in this crowd, but you do not always take the time to share with them how much you appreciate them. It's something we should do, but we don't always do. We would now like everyone now to take out their cell phone and to call that person who needs to know how much you love them in honor of the 17 students who did not have the opportunity to do so.
And they told us to call someone we want to tell how much. Right now, I'm calling. Hey, up down. Hey, I appreciate Allie, I see Allie.
If we're going to have to start anywhere, we're going to have to start with change. We're walking out because we care. We're walking out in solidarity for the 17 victims lost. We're walking out because those 17 students can't walk out. We're walking out because we can. And as students, we have the power and the voice to change our school. If no one speaks out, then we're not getting anywhere. The voices of the Walpole High School student body has to be heard. If we cannot change the policies at a national level, then we have to start locally by looking at each level within our school. I love this school. I love the staff, and I love my peers. I'm grateful for what's given to us and the attention and respect we're given as students. Yet Parkland was named the safest city in Florida. If that's the case, then it could happen here. But we can't be a school that is good enough. We can't be a school where a good majority of students don't feel safe in the walls of the school. We can't be a school where there's an increasing mental health issue. We need to admit that there's flaws within our own building, our own student body, and our own faculty. I believe that we can change our own school. I believe we can further prevent the chance of a shooting happening here, decrease the fears of the students, and shine a light on the mental health problem in our school. If we start now, hopefully every child from kindergarten on will be more concerned about their schoolwork and what is happening in that moment rather than being consumed with the fear of the thought that a school shooting could happen at any second. We all should do better, we need to do better, and we all will do better. And it starts with us, the students. Thank you.
I'm Rachel Bagley and I'm walking out because we shouldn't have to worry about being shot when we go to get an education.
I walked out today because it's time for a change in our society. We can't go to school afraid of what's going to happen. We can't go to school because we're afraid that someone's going to come in and shoot us down.
I walked out to stand in solidarity with the victims and to promote kindness and yeah.
I'm walking out because I think everyone deserves to feel safe. They go to school to learn and that should be their main priority.